So we used to have this fish oil pasted all over my face, and there are scenes where it has to go inside the blanket and then come like that and start licking my face. So we used to have the fish oil.
I really got inspired by Bangalore Days or Premam or Angamali is a beautiful movie. Anwar Rashid is my favorite filmmaker, and producer. And in Lijo, I loved all his films. If I can write comment.
Charlie!
ഇതാരത് മനസ്സിലായോ? രക്ഷിത് സാറിന്റെ കൂടെ ഈ സിനിമയില്
I really like to direct Fahad Fasil. Yeah, I really like his acting. I'm very much inspired by the way he brings character on screen.
Charlie is I think superstar in the set.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're shooting in Kashmir and all, I didn't have a caravan. She had a caravan.
When a film has a name, a film by or written and directed by, then we are like, okay, bye. Okay.
Two of the films what he has done, one film is shot in 12 days.
16 days.
16 days.
And another was in 32 days.
32 days. So that's the maximum he can shoot. next probably he will try for 50 days.
ഹലോ വ്യൂവേഴ്സ്, വെൽക്കം ടു ജാങ്കോ സ്പേസ്. സോ ഇന്ന് ജാങ്കോ സ്പേസിൽ എൻ്റെ കൂടെയുള്ളത് രണ്ട് പേരാണ്. 777 ചാർലി എന്ന് പറയുന്ന മൂവിയുടെ വിശേഷങ്ങളുമായിട്ട് ഇന്ന് എന്നെ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്തു Rakshit Shetty RajB Shetty. ഹലോ സർ.
Hello.
ജാങ്കോ സ്പേസ്ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ.
Not bad.
ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Now you supposed to ask me back, no? Like I
ನೀವು
scripted it, no?
ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಊಟ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಊಟ ಇವಾಗಷ್ಟೇ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ.
No, you should not say anything except like, apart from the scripting. So you should ask me back and I'll say ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇರಳ?
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಹೇಗಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೇರಳ? ಕೇರಳ ಹೆಂಗನಂಡೆ?
Very nice place. ನಾ ಕೇರಳ born and brought up ಕೇರಳ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಕನ್ನಡ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
അಷ್ಟേ പറയുള്ളൂ.
ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലായി ഈ ഇന്റർവ്യൂവിൽ ഞാൻ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ആയിരിക്കും യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് ഞാനിങ്ങനെ കന്നഡയൊക്കെ പറയുന്നതായിരിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും സർ, യു ഡോണ്ട് അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് മലയാളം?
I sort of try to understand and I understand a little bit. Yeah, the context at least I understand. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll continue the interview in English only.
Yeah.
Safer side, no?
Yes, you can speak in Malayalam. I think I'll understand better.
Okay, great. Yeah. All right. So in movies, it's always very easy to act with people, we can discuss like, okay, you hug me, I'll hug you back, and we can cry, but it's not, you can communicate it with an animal. So how is it acting with a dog?
Oh, it's very, very difficult. In a sense, as you said, when you're acting with the human, they respond back, so it's more of acting is reacting is what they say. So when there are two humans acting, it's how they respond to each other. But when you are acting with a dog is basically for it is not acting. It is a trick which you are taught, and it is just it knows to do that exactly. If you have food in your holding in your hand, and then it will do what you want. So this is very difficult. It's not that easy at all.
Okay, I heard that he almost took like 1 year to get attached
trained
to the dog.
Yeah. No, we had a 1-year workshop. It was not actually like as we were shooting, with every schedule break we had 1 or 2 weeks of training for the next schedule. And then get trained and then go shoot it and come back again, get trained for another 1 or 2 weeks, and then again go and shoot. So it was that process, which almost, if you count, it is almost 1 year.
Okay. And sir, how was your experience with the pup?
Oh, I had a very small portions to shoot with the pup, so I was not. It was not as hard as him. But I really like animals. I have 4 pets at home and 4 at office.
Is it?
So yeah, like if there is a shirt without
Fur.
Yeah, fur. I don't think it's my shirt. So and for me, being in set with Rakshit, is always a joy because I really like him.
Yeah.
And with that, I have a bonus of, fluffy friend who is Charlie.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful. But the thing is, I really respect the way the director took so much time and patience to construct this movie. And with that, this guy had to give some takes for 45, 60 takes and all, just because the dog was not performing. And I really respect their patience. And when I saw this, I decided one thing: I'll never do a dog movie.
On the safer side,
Yeah.
Okay, that last shot in the trailer where like, just give me a hug. He's really hugging you and telling me like, I love you too. So how was it shot?
We shot it in Kashmir, and I think that was few of the very easiest task we shot, because it was already trained. It has to just come and keep both the hands like that and just hug me. But the thing is, sometimes when it jumps on me to hug, it paws, scratches my face. At least in the training and all, it used to happen. And in Kashmir, if I was scared that if it happens, because of the cold weather, it leaves a mark.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to continue the shoot, because there are few incidents where when I was shooting with Charlie, especially when it has to come and lick my face. So we used to have this fish oil pasted all over my face.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, and there are scenes where it has to go inside the blanket and then come like that and start licking my face. So we used to have the fish oil so that it smells through the blanket and comes and.
It'll be difficult for you, the fish oil.
We have done it so many times that I'm used to it. But there are few incidents where there are two Charlies. One Charlie is very Papa Charlie. The other Charlie is very hyperactive.
In the morning, he'll be like very.
No. I mean, pup portion was shot with another. That kind of.
Okay. Papa means kid.
Papa means
means
very innocent. The Charlie which hugs in the scene which you are saying, that is a very innocent Charlie. There is another Charlie who is very hyperactive. So we had actually shot the puppy portion with that Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
But by the time we started shooting the rest of the portion, that Charlie also had grown. So whenever we had to use a dupe, whenever we had to use whenever there is a shot where the dog had to be hyperactive, we used to use the other Charlie which had already grown. And whenever it had to come and lick this hyperactive Charlie, whenever it came and licked me, it is to leave a mark of its teeth on my face. So that I have like 5-6 scratches on my face, the dog bite scratches. It doesn't mean to bite me. It is only meaning to lick me, because of the
smell it wants to take.
I think this is so tasty.
Yeah.
So like that you had some marks.
Yeah. So
memorable marks from Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The director sir was telling me like that teaser was shot, like it took 2 days to shoot the teaser part where you spill the water on the dog. No?
Yeah. So so when they were shooting that, I was not there. And those were the first few days of shoot. They had gone to Sakleshpur, that side of the town in Karnataka. And so 2-3 days they were shooting those portions.
Sir, in your movie Garuda Gamana Vrishabhavana, you're doing a tiger dance, and you did it in your movie before also. So why did it came in this movie? Like, why did you do it in this movie?
We are from the same part of Karnataka, which is my part is called Mangaluru Mangalapuram, and his is Udupi.
Okay.
We have a 60-kilometer distance, and back there, every Mangalorean closely gets associated with his culture.
Oh.
Just like a Keralite, enjoying Pulikali or like watching Theyyam.
Oh.
Even back there, we go to Nema, which is just like Theyyam, Yakshagana, and Hulivesha. Most of the times we consider a Mangalorean if he does a tiger dance.
Alright, so how is it called in your colloquial language, the tiger
Hulivesha. Piliyesa.
Piliyesa.
Right.
That in Tulu we call it Pilivesha.
In Kannada we call it Hulivesha.
Hulivesha.
So, and when you show a gangster part of that region, so tiger dance is very much associated because it's a sense of pride So he did a character where the character was kind of a local gunda. So he should be associated with Pulikali, but it is from Udupi. When I did a film about Mangalore, it should be associated with that because it is from Mangalore.
Okay, so you both have done it in real life, this tiger dance.
I really wanted to do it, but I didn't do it. But whenever there is a sound of, we call it tase,
Tase, the beats.
the instrument. Whenever we hear the sound, I just want to dance. Even he does the same thing. We cannot.
It creates some kind of a vibration inside your
we
body.
want to dance.
We can't sit on the chair when
You
we
can't
hear the
sit,
beat.
yeah.
You cannot sit on the chair.
And also the Chandra Chuda, that song, it gained a lot of popularity among online users and all.
Yeah.
Like the song become, like I've seen it in many WhatsApp statuses and all.
Oh.
So how do you feel about it?
I feel good. I feel good for crossing boundaries because that was always the case with Kannada movies. Like we always wanted to cross boundaries. And we always welcome contents from other language. You know, we watched a lot of Malayalam films,
Is
Tamil
it?
films. Yeah.
Which is your favorite Malayalam movie?
I really got inspired by Bangalore Days or Premam or Angamali is a beautiful movie. Anwar Rashid is my favorite filmmaker. Yeah, and producer. And in Lijo, I loved all his films.
We all love Lisa.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, our film language was restricted in recent times. Past, it had crossed. So when it gets its due credit, we feel so lucky and we feel so accepted. Right now, Kerala is not a state which is. I mean, I cannot call this is not our state. The reason being, people after Z5's OTT release, the biggest response I got was from Kerala. Like the many Instagram messages or all the reviews was in Malayalam. So I felt very lucky and
to have it.
I thank them, that's all. Like,
Okay, so Malayalis are close to you right
Yeah.
now, and it will increase after this movie, I'm sure. Okay, so coming to you, sir, we know that you are a Lalitan fanboy. Like you have disclosed it in a few interviews of yours. So tell me about him and your favorite movies.
So I have watched his films right from my childhood. Mohanlal sir, Kamal Haasan sir, and Amitabh Bachchan from Hindi. Al Pacino from Hollywood. So these are the actors who have played different characters, and they have some kind of magic in their eyes. And so whenever I wanted to be an actor, I wanted to be like them. Like I wanted to play characters like them.
Like Lalitan and all.
I mean, obviously, I can't compare it. At least, the thought process is that to play different characters like that. My favorite movies, if you ask, I mean, I'm very bad with names, so.
That's okay, I'll help you out. You can tell me the theme and also I can guess it and help you.
So there was this one film which that Manichitra. So that was
legendary movie, okay.
Yeah, and there is one more film which they made a remake of that in Hindi called Gardish. And then when it came in Hindi as Gardish, so I was like, this is that Malayalam film.
Okay. I have heard that you like Iruvar also.
Oh, Iruvar is one of my favorite. Yeah.
fantastic movie.
Okay, now coming to you both direct debut movies, and sir, your movie still today it is having a cult following. So how do you feel about it?
I feel nice because that's the kind of films I always wanted to be associated with when I came to film industry. In fact, I started writing and directing only because I wanted to be part of films which is which goes well with my thought process. So I'm very happy about it.
And coming to you, he won a lot of awards for his debut directorial, Oru Muttai Kadai. Yeah. So sir, how do you feel about it? Like the first movie receiving a lot of awards. Who do you like the most? The director in you or the actor in you?
Absolutely director.
Is it?
Yeah,
Why
no
so?
doubt in that. No doubt in that, because I really enjoy the process of filmmaking and I really hate the recognition part of an actor. So it restricts you and it makes you think in a weird way. But as a technician, it is so much free. So I really like to be a director.
Okay. And what about you, sir, Rakshit sir? What do you have to say? You like the director in you or the actor in you?
See, the other day when we were discussing, when the title appears on screen, I asked him,
the biggest kick that we get is
when it appears written and directed by. It's not
Starring, it doesn't matter to us.
Is it?
At least for both of us.
Yeah.
When a film has a name, a film by or written and directed by, then we are like, okay, bye, okay.
How was it Kiran in this movie? Is he an amazing director? Like he worked as your AD.
Oh, yeah. So he's one amazing, passionate, dedicated director I've worked until now. I mean, he's little. It goes. The passion and dedication goes towards madness. it's that. He's that dedicated.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think without that madness, you can't make a film with a dog. That madness is required probably.
For example, I tell always like I may not be complete this movie at all, Charlie, as a director.
Is it?
Yeah, because it takes a lot of effort and lot of strain and lot of patience. I don't think I have anything in those three things. So, to the level of what Kiran Raj has.
So two of the films what he has done, one film is shot in 12 days, sir.
16 days.
16 days.
And another was in 32 days.
32 days. So that's the maximum he can shoot. next probably he will try for 50 days.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But 200 days and all, you know.
No, 200 days or more, I won't.
Yeah, this one almost went up to 2 years.
3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Because of the pandemic and all, of course. But it obviously helped us also. It helped me to change my look, to grow my hair throughout the film, to leave the beard. So yeah.
So let everything come into a good result when the movie finally releases. So sir, I think we can do a lot of experiment a lot of movies in a small budget. So what kind of a genre you both like in personal?
I don't have a particular genre which probably I want to stick on to. I want to experiment with all the genres. When it comes to writing and directing, right now what I want to do, right now what's in my head, and what genre it shapes into is what I want to do. But acting wise, probably I want to explore all the genres.
And what about you, sir?
I don't have a favorite genre. When I did a first film which was a comedy, I didn't know I can write comedy. Oh, Charlie!
ഇതാരാന്ന് മനസ്സിലായോ? രക്ഷിത് സാറിന്റെ കൂടെ ഈ സിനിമയില് വളരെയധികം ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള റോള് ചെയ്ത ഒരാളാണ്. ലൈക്ക് ഐ കാൻ സേ ഹി ആക്ടഡ് ആസ് ചാർലി. ദിസ് ഇസ് ചാർലി. Charlie. I think he only knows Kannada. Very. What do you say? Come no. Charlie. I think he's so attached to you.
She might get offended. Yeah.
She's attached to most of them in the set. Whoever has fed her.
She's going. Bye.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And her attachment span is very less. Like this.
Yeah. Because she gets so much attention.
Yeah.
So she wants to get everything.
Everyone in the set is pampering her so much. Lucky girl. Okay, sir, I heard that you have a dog memory and it was a bit difficult for you to get attached with the dog. Like Kiran sir told me this.
So as a kid, I had 2 dogs at home. I mean, we still have dogs at home in Udupi, where I'm born and brought up. So the first 2 dogs, the first one was Sweetie, which died when I was in 3rd standard, I think. So that was a very hard memory. And after that, we got one more dog called, it was a Pomerian, it was called Mickey. And that also, by the end of it, it got little psych and started biting everyone. So, the doctor had to
Mercy kill.
Mercy kill it. So, after that, I have never been, I never got attached to dogs. Also, I never stayed at home after that. I mean, I went to hostel. And then after my engineering, I came to Bangalore, and Bangalore, I myself was struggling for food, so obviously I couldn't have a dog and all. So yeah, after that, I think during Charlie only, it's when I got back to start knowing, the love of dog.
Okay, I think you both have a special bonding with Charlie.
He, I think, has a bonding with
every dog.
Every dog.
I have 8 dogs in Bangalore.
Is
4
it?
at home, 4 at office.
Oh,
yeah.
Like you both are a dog person.
I became a dog person.
I was a dog.
Yeah,
Dog
he's
person.
always.
Yeah, you told me of the 4th thing.
Yeah, I was a dog.
Okay, so since you guys told me about the passion you have towards Mohanlal sir, may I ask you something? Can we expect a movie with you three, like directed by you and produced by you, sir, with Mohanlal sir? Like, would you like to do a movie with him?
I really like to direct Fahad Fasil.
Fahad.
I really like his acting. I'm very much inspired by the way he brings character on screen. So I don't know whether, like, if there is a script where only he can do justice, I think I'd be very glad to direct him.
He's an actor. Like, everyone say his eyes act.
Oh yeah.
Like, even if he don't speak anything, his
Yeah,
eyes
yeah.
act. And sir, you like Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay. So we heard about Kirikku Party 2. What's the deal, sir?
Kirik Party 2 is, I have to finish, I'm shooting for a film now. I've finished the first half. We are probably after Charlie release, we'll be shooting the second half. So that's the look, the
Okay.
weight gain, things like that. And after this, I have my directorial, which is Richard Anthony, which I have to finish. After that, we are going to do Kirik Party 2.
Kirik Party 2. Alright. So again, let it be a hit like the other one.
you.
And sir, what are your upcoming projects?
I don't know. So I'm most of the time lazy.
Uh-huh.
So
You're a lazy actor, like just going with the flow.
yeah. I mean, I don't even go with the flow sometimes. I just sleep next to the flow.
Take me somewhere.
So I really am taking a long break because I just want to get out of all the corruption that I got from the response of Garuda Gamana. So once I'm out of it, I need to write something which is fresh and which is not a copy of my own film or any other film. So I am taking that time out. Maybe in another 1 month or 2 months, I might start writing. If I write, then I might direct. Yeah.
Okay, so you both are, I think you both are like a kind of a spiritual persons. Like as you told, like a lot of fame and thing like gives me corruption. You told me. So you both are a kind of a spiritual person. Like, what is your comment on this?
Yeah, we are. We are. I mean, what is spirituality? I mean, how do you define it? It depends on that.
I never follow what he does. He never follows what I do.
Okay.
So
Like two different ideologies.
yes.
Completely two different ideologies. I mean, life is about growing as a human, right? That is the basic idea of life. Otherwise, there has to be some kind of a growth, and that is spirituality, right?
Yes. And the studio, like production house, you both have Pranavam Studios. It was inaugurated by Appu sir,
Yeah.
the power star. Like it's there on his T-shirt.
Yeah.
So the loss from him, it is a huge loss for the whole Indian film industry. So how did you both feel at that time?
Especially for the Kannada film industry, because the kind of films he was planning to produce, the kind of films he
Planning
was
to act
in.
Yeah.
You both had any plans?
No, we didn't have any plans as such, but he was producing great content from his production house.
I
I'm
had
sure
acted in one movie.
he has acted in one film.
And how is he as a co-star and a person?
Oh my God! Like I never met a person who is that simple. I mean, I'm not telling in the superstar level. No, generally as a human being, when he sat next to you, he always made you feel that he's equal, and there was no necessity for him to do that kind of stuff at all. And the kind of stuff he used to discuss, and the way he always invited you to come home and eat with him, because that family has a lot of love to feed people. So and they don't mind whether you're a star, superstar, or a normal guy. If they love you, they'll take you home and feed. I think it's a big loss for us as an industry, because an inspiration, and he always supported good content, whether he was involved with it or he was not involved with it. For example, even when there was a movie called Sarkari Hiriya Pratanika Shale which was released, and he called all the actors, and he went alive to support the movie. When I directed Ondu Muttaya Kate, he called home and supported the movie. With him, like, he went to inaugurate the studio. He always loved to support new people. I think that is where we miss him a lot.
I think he loved the actor and also the human
Yeah.
inside Appu sir. That's why you're wearing
Yes.
this T-shirt. Okay, so coming back to 777 Charlie, how is it going on a trekking with Pup, like or shooting in those Kashmir and everything?
Oh, I mean, Charlie is a I think superstar in the set.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're shooting in Kashmir and all, I didn't have a caravan. She had a caravan. So she needs that treatment. Otherwise, she won't perform.
She sleep.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and also when we are shooting in Bangalore, if there are too many lights and all, she used to get tired. So we used to have a swimming pool, made out of
water.
the what do you call? You pump air
Yeah,
into it
yeah,
and so that kind of a swimming pool.
Okay.
So she used
Air
to
balloon kind of thing. Yeah.
once she takes a swim, that's when she gets little energy,
Relaxed.
and then she'll come and perform.
Oh.
It's like that.
Okay.
So she has taken that completely superstar treatment.
All right. So
So he was a commoner in the set.
okay, I'm coming second. All right. So when the movie comes, we all are ready. Like 5 languages, it's been
Yeah.
releasing, and let it be a super hit in all these 5 languages.
Thank you.
And it was great having you both over here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.